Yo, what is going on guys, and welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips to look and feel instantly more confident and attractive. Okay, so let's be honest, we're all judging people based on how they look before words even come out of their mouth. So basically that's in the human nature to judge a person based on how they look. It's not that you're a bad person if you're doing it, because the person you're judging also looked at you and judged you. So it's not a bad thing at all. It's a very natural thing, in fact, to look at a person and judge them by their physical appearance and by their body language. So basically in this video I'm going to be talking about how to appear and look attractive and confident when those people look at you and try to judge you. So basically the first tip to look attractive and confident is do not have your hands in your pockets. So if you have your hands in your pocket while walking towards the bar or while walking to have a conversation with somebody, you're going to appear shy and not confident. Basically you're going to appear scared. Hold something in your hand if you have to, but make sure your hands are not in your pocket, because that's a very closed approach, because people don't want to approach somebody who's shy and who's not fun to talk to. So basically do not keep your hands in your pocket. If you do that, you're going to look uninteresting, and if you're going to look uninteresting, people don't want to come talk to you. So basically try to keep your hands out of your pockets in a social setting, because you want to appear more confident than you do, so that people actually come up to you and have a conversation with you, or at least they don't back off when you go try to have a conversation with them. So the second body language to make you look more confident and attractive is never cross your arms. So you know when you're walking into a club and those security guards are like standing with their arms crossed and like they're huge and all of that, and they appear very intimidating, and you don't actually want to go talk to them because they don't seem fun, because they're crossing their arms and standing. You don't realize that right off the bat, but it is one of the reasons why you do not want to approach them, is because it makes them look intimidating, it makes them look angry, and it's right on their side, because one of their main jobs is to get drunk people out of the club who are creating a problem. So they actually have to look intimidating. But if you are in a social setting, you don't want to look that way, you don't need to look that way, because you're not a security guard, that's not your job. So make sure to appear confident by just keeping your hands on your sides. Do not cross your hands, do not keep them in your pockets. All of these things are different ways which is going to make you look not confident and not that approachable. So make sure you're not doing these two things. The third tip to make you look more confident and attractive is stand up straight. So we don't realize how our posture is, and we tend to like bend forward and have that hunch because of how much we're on the phone and because of how much we're using the computer these days. Because of all the pandemic, we're sitting at home, and make sure you're avoiding the hunch at least when you're outside. And to do that, you need to start practicing from home. So start sitting straight, start sitting upright while using the phone, while using your laptop. Basically what I'm trying to say is be in check of your posture, because this is one of the most important things, and it's going to impact you in the future. So if you don't have the right posture now, when you go to a club, it's going to be very hard to stand up straight. Within a minute or two, you're gonna again start hunching without you even realizing that you're hunching. So make sure you stand up straight, because it's actually a very good and positive body language if you're standing up straight, and people actually want to approach you and talk to you. If you do not have a hunch, it makes you look much more confident, much more interesting somehow, because all of this is basically how we're psychologically thinking, but we never say it out loud. But this is actually how it is. If you see somebody slouching at the bar, you think that they're gonna fall asleep or something, and you just don't want to approach them. They don't look as interesting as the guy standing and talking to like 3 other people. So that's that. Like, you obviously want to be the guy who's standing upright and actually having a good conversation, rather than the guy who's sitting at the bar and slouching and like just basically sad about everything. The fourth body language which makes you look attractive and confident is smiling. So make sure when you're in a social setting, you smile at people. If you catch eye contact with somebody, make sure you smile at them. Do not make it awkward by just staring at them and not smiling and not saying hello, because it's going to become very awkward for them to later approach you, even if they did want to approach you. So make sure you're smiling. You have to let it come out naturally when you make eye contact with somebody. So most of you guys do follow my Instagram, and you'll know I do not smile in pictures at all for some reason. But this conversation is not about smiling on pictures which you post on Instagram. It's about smiling in a social setting. Like if you're around people, smile at them, talk to them, and that's going to make you look and feel much more confident, because if you're smiling and you're actually having a nice conversation and actually having fun with somebody, you won't even need to act like you're having fun, because you would actually be having fun having the conversation with all those people. In fact, smiling is a very big deal breaker, because if you do smile and if you're shy to approach a person, they would approach you because of how you smile. And honestly, this is true, because if you're going to be smiling and if you look at them once and you smile, it basically shows them that you're an approachable person. Like, it shows them that you're a nice person, that if they do approach you, you're not going to walk away, you're not going to cheese them off, you're going to actually have a nice conversation with them because you did smile at them. And I know you might be thinking that just because I smiled at them, how does all of this make sense? But it does make sense. People don't realize that all of this makes sense. This is how every human being psychologically thinks. If I see somebody smiling, I'm going to approach him rather than approaching the person who looks like he hasn't smiled in his entire life. So yeah, that's how everything works when it comes to this. Okay, so this is basically the 5th tip on how to look very attractive and very confident. So the tip is actually stop fidgeting. Don't go touching stuff, and don't move your hands continuously, and don't like keep checking your phone. Don't keep touching something or the other. Like if you have a glass of water with you, don't keep on touching the glass and playing with the glass, because it makes you look like you're not a confident dude. If I see somebody sitting and playing with the glass continuously to avoid conversation with people, he's gonna look very unattractive and very, very unapproachable. So do not keep fidgeting. Sit straight, make conversation, and do not make it awkward for other people and yourself when it comes to approaching each other. Because if you're going to keep fidgeting with stuff, if you keep fidgeting with your watch, if you keep playing with your bracelet or something, or keep fidgeting with your hair and trying to fix it and all of that, you're going to look like a very unattractive dude. So do not do that. And honestly, I think if you follow all of these 5 tips, you're going to look very confident and very attractive compared to how you did before, while you were making all of these mistakes. So that's about it for today's video. Make sure you're following all of these tips, and you are going to look more confident and attractive than you did before. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much, and peace out.